Right, we are now at Mega Hjul, and today I'm getting 18-inch wheels on MC Hammer. You know, this is a Model 3 Performance, so by specification it's not supposed to be able to fit 18-inch, but you'll see that it can actually fit with the right equipment and the right stuff. It will fit. So I've been using the Hakka Black now for 10,500 kilometers. I think they still have good tread. We're going to look at one of the tire that's been demounted, but this is the one I'm going to use now. I will try it again. I was happy with the Windrun with Model X, so I will also use Windrun with Model 3. So this one is, you can't trust it fully. We will measure how good it rolls, about all that stuff. So seems similar to the two other ones I used, the Hakka Black and the High Fly. So here we see a side-by-side comparison between the Hakka Black and the Windrun, and you can immediately see that these grooves here, they are way larger, at least the two center ones, and then yeah, and this one is smaller. So these grooves are very important for avoiding aquaplaning. Yeah. On that, what else do we see here? This one has a really thick wall, or whatever, here and here. This one doesn't have it, so we'll find out how good this one, if we can stand up against the performance tire. And it looks like we have 7 millimeters of tread left. It's holding up quite well, yeah, but we'll give this one a little rest. I will try this one, and then I might go back to it, or I'm not sure, but by the looks of it, it looks like this one is smaller, but it doesn't have a rim or anything yet. So once we get it on the rim and get it filled up, then it should be the same size as the other one. Okay, now we see the rim. We just test that it fits. So it's an OXO rim. And you have a little bit of, I mean, you have actually plenty of clearance there. It needs a pretty big rock to be stuck in here. But okay, if we can lift it off, let's see what it looks like inside. So yeah, it fits perfectly. And we also have this center ring here. Yeah, to make it fit. And I think the problem is that Tesla, they have this extra, I don't know what you call it here, this extra thing here on the Performance. So that's why many rims, they don't fit in here. It's already a little bit of rust, but I think that's normal. Okay, good. All right, what do you guys think? Does it look okay? Well, do you know what? I think it doesn't look that bad, because you know, I haven't chrome deleted the car. So there's a little bit of chrome and some silver wheels, then it kind of goes hand in hand. And also they don't look too big, these tires, because I think the proportion is still okay. So yeah, well, right, so OXO wheels here. Now I actually want to measure the noise and the consumption. So let's go to my usual place and do the test, and let's look at the results. I'm really excited about how quiet these are supposed to be in comparison to the 19 and the 20-inch. Alright, so I've been doing some tests and I've been looking at the data. So I did the noise test at various speed and also did a consumption test. But okay, let's take the consumption test first then. So I drove at 70 kilometers per hour with HVAC off, like I do with all the other tests, just to cut out that variable. And then it was very hot today, 26 degrees Celsius. So if it's hot, then you have lower air density, and that means less friction. So it's actually an advantage that it's hot today. And okay, the consumption was really low, 115. That's 5 watt-hour, about at least 5 to 10 watt-hour per kilometer lower than with the Hakka Black. But during the test with the Hakka Black, it was not that hot. So I'm not sure if I can conclude anything. Maybe these tires are 5 watt-hour per kilometer more efficient. Yeah, but I need to do more direct testing on the same day if I want to find out more. But okay, but then let's look at the noise. Yeah, so really good result now. Finally, you see that it gets really high up there, and it's beaten only by the Raven and the Model X and some other cars. But you also have to look at you know, this is summer tires. So winter tires, they are always more quiet than summer tires in Norway, at least. Okay, maybe except for studded tires. Those are noisier than summer tires. But the winter tires are softer. And that means that it chews away that road, that kind of like rough road better than summer tires. So this is something I hope most Norwegians know, but it doesn't seem like my audience knows it. So I guess if we try to test all these other cars that are below, above us, with summer tires, they will have higher noise, maybe 1-2 decibel more. So it actually means that the Model 3 here, we could even try, you know, when winter comes, or even I could even do it during the summer now. Just get some Nereus on it and see how quiet they are then, you know. So I think why suddenly is the noise so damn good compared to before, you know? I think it has, if you watch the previous video with the Raven when I tested it, my theory is that, you know, you have the road, the rough road, and then you have, where does the noise come from, you know? It comes from wind. Well, we have some wind noise, of course, but at least in Norway, the majority of the noise comes from the road, and it comes from the tire. It starts from the tires, and then it goes through the rim and through the suspension, and then in here. So by using smaller tires like here, then you have less, you go right to the source of the, well, okay, almost the source of the noise. The source of the noise is the noisy rough road, which we can't do much about. But by using these 18-inch versus 19-inch, then you reduce that kind of noise, and then maybe, I'm not sure if then the soundproofing on this car makes it better, because for some reason, you know, I have better noise now than when I had. You can see it lower on the list there. Let me see. We have the dual motor. Yeah, it's pretty. That's even a summer tire. That's winter tire. So actually, there. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Wow. So you see that almost on the bottom there, you have the standard, the non-performance with summer tires. Big difference. Yeah, from this one. So I wonder if actually the soundproofing did help, but it's just that with the wrong set of tires, you still get too much noise, so it didn't help with that one, but now it helps. Yeah, to put it that way. It's a weird thing, but you guys see the numbers, you can conclude what the heck happened. But now I'm really happy with the 18-inch, and I think I will try to drive with this one for a while now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the Hakka Black yet, so I seem to be a test person for testing all these tires or whatever and the rims. Yeah. So for me, it's, well, I still think it's a little bit too early to conclude how these 18-inch are, but I'm not going to track. If I'm going to go tracking, then I might want to get the Hakka Black on. But as for normal driving, just highway driving, then 18-inch works just fine for me. And I also heard from Megahjul that there are many customers who come there with a Model 3 Performance, and they are really sick of the noise from the 20-inch, and they want to try some 18-inch. Well, you know what? If you have a Model 3 Performance, I agree, they are really noisy. Before I even thought about buying Model 3, when I just borrowed it, I was so disappointed at how noisy it was. And then when I sat back in Optimus, it was like, ooh, so much better. But then, of course, Optimus had Nereus tires, winter tires. But I also remember back then, the Model 3 I borrowed was on 20-inch winter tires. Yes, Nokian R3. Those were really noisy, despite being winter tires. Yeah. So anyway, advice to you guys, if you have a Model 3 Performance and you live in Norway or the Nordic countries with rough tarmac, is get 18-inch. Yeah, that would probably be the cheapest. Just get the 18-inch rim, okay, like this one. And then what was this gun? OXO. Yeah, it's OXO rim. And then you can get some. You don't have to buy cheap Chinese tires. Just find some kind of tire that suits those rims. Whatever you want, Nokian or Michelin or whatever, And then most likely you will have less noise, because like I mentioned, you want to attack the root to the noise, which is the tires. That's where it starts. Okay, if you want to improve it further, you can go with the soundproofing, but I think don't go with the soundproofing first, you know, like I did. Yeah, then I found out it didn't help. Go for the wheels, and if you're still not happy, then get some kind of soundproofing. Yeah. So I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.